Christian Gonzalez, who returned to practice last week after being out since July, 28 with a hamstring injury, told the media Wednesday that he wanted to play against the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was overruled. "I was upset," Gonzalez said when asked about the decision not to play against the Steelers Sunday. "But, sometimes you gotta look at yourself and make sure you're all the way ready. Hamstrings are a tough injury. It's a tough spot." While he was disappointed by Mike Vrabel's decision, Gonzalez seemed to understand. Asked if he pushed to play, Gonzalez indicated that was the case. "Oh yeah, of course. I never don't want to play," Gonzalez said, making reference to what he considers is a false narrative about his desire to play. "We talked about it. We came to that decision. And that's what it is." Earlier, Vrabel said in his press conference it was his decision to keep his All-Pro corner, who had missed the previous 7 weeks out. At the same time, he applauded Gonzalez's efforts to return. "Excited about his efforts and willingness to get back and work hard in practice last week," Vrabel said. "I made a decision at the end of the week that he needed a little bit more time." Gonzalez told the media he experienced no issues after a week of practice. "The hamstring was good. I hit on it last week. This is what I do. I love football. It's been hard being out. It's been hard just watching," he said. "But I'm excited to get back at it this week." When asked if it was fair to say he would be playing this Sunday against Carolina, Gonzalez answered, "I'm excited." Nick Herbig beamed like a proud older brother while in the Pittsburgh Steelers locker room Thursday. Rookie Derek Harmon had just gotten his attention, and it made Herbig reminisce about when he too was a rookie making his first big play. "Shout out my boy D. Harm," Herbig said. "He got his first sack. And I know that feeling. It's a great feeling." And while Herbig in 2023 had to wait 6 games for his first tackle of an NFL quarterback, Harmon did so in his NFL debut. The Steelers' first-round pick, Harmon missed the first 2 games of the season because of a knee injury, but made a quick impact this past Sunday in his first game. Harmon had the aforementioned sack of Drake May, in addition to another solo tackle, during the Steelers' 21-14 win at the New England Patriots. "You saw all the stuff we thought we were getting at camp," defensive coordinator Teryl Austin said of Harmon. "He's got good mobility. He's slippery off of blocks. He can do some different things. The biggest thing with him right now is just the conditioning, but it was good to see him out there and see him kind of pick up where he left off at camp." Austin noted that Harmon had not played in a live game in 4 weeks and had only 3 practices, 2 during which he was a mere limited participant, in the lead-up to his first NFL game. Harmon played 35 snaps Sunday. "Just to come in like that and make an instant impact, you don't see that a lot from rookie," Herbig said. "So, I'm super excited for him and his future. Lots of upside." With 2 starters working their way back into the lineup and a handful of relative newcomers still assimilating into the group, Austin said the Steelers' secondary has yet to scratch the surface of its potential. "There's a nice, high ceiling in that room because we have talent, but we also have veterans," Austin said. "We have some good young talent, and I think the mix of all that, as you play and gel together, to me the secondary is a lot like an offensive line. You have to get to learn to play together because of all the intricacies that go on with your group. I just think they have an opportunity to really get better." More targets coming. There are 55 NFL players, 42 of them wide receivers, who have been targeted with more passes so far this season than DK Metcalf. On the surface, that's not exactly what the Steelers envisioned when they traded a second-round pick to the Seattle Seahawks to acquire Metcalf, nor what they expected after signing him to a 5-year, $150 million deal. Offensive coordinator Arthur Smith defends the lack of overall catch production from Metcalf and WR2 Calvin Austin III in part by pointing out that they each have 2 touchdowns and that the offense relatively hasn't had all that many opportunities to get them the ball. "Just look at our numbers," Smith said. "We haven't had many plays in 3 games. There's a variety of reasons. When you get in these low-possession games and you're not having a ton of plays, that's kind of the unintended consequences of it." Smith assured that Metcalf is the primary option on plenty of passing play calls. "We just need more plays, and getting Metcalf touches will naturally work itself out," Smith said. "The positive spin is he's got a couple touchdowns, which is good. Those guys are scoring." The San Francisco 49ers may be undefeated, but everyone in the Bay knows losing Nick Bosa for the year changed things significantly. General Manager John Lynch and head coach Kyle Shanahan will likely hit the market for some help filling the team's pass-rushing void, and Matt Barrows of The Athletic thinks the most logical trade candidate for the 49ers might be a familiar face, Arden, who is currently with the Tennessee Titans. He's versatile, DT or DE, has familiarity, was with San Francisco in 2021, and the 49ers wouldn't have to mortgage their future to acquire him, Barrows wrote on September 24th. ESPN's Dan Graziano also thinks the Niners will be on the hunt for a Bosa replacement soon. 49ers need pass rush help after Nick Bosa injury. The Kyle Shanahan/John Lynch 49ers have never been shy about making big in-season moves. Hello, Christian McCaffrey, and are suffering through an incredible rash of early season injuries, Graziano wrote on September 24th. The latest, to star edge rusher Nick Bosa, falls into the irreplaceable category, but that shouldn't stop the Niners from seeing if they can bring in another edge rusher to supplement whatever plan they have to compensate for Bosa's loss. Without Bosa, the Niners are rolling with Bryce Huff and rookie Michael Williams as their top edge rushers, and Key would be a low-cost option to add to the mix. Should the 49ers try to trade for edge Arden Key? Drafted by the Las Vegas Raiders in the third round back in 2018, Key showed flashes early but couldn't stay healthy or consistent. Things changed when he landed with San Francisco in 2021. He finished with career highs in sacks 6.5 and QB hits 17. That year set him up for a good run in Jacksonville, where he logged 4.5 sacks in 2022 before cashing in with Tennessee on a 3-year, $21 million deal. The Titans have gotten solid production since, 6.0 sacks in 2023 and another 6.5 in 2024. He's also versatile. He's played snaps both outside and on the interior. So far this season, Key hasn't yet recorded a sack through 3 games, and at 29, he may be slowing down a bit. That said, he came into 2025 with 26.5 career sacks, and his contract is easy to work with, an expiring deal carrying about a $9.3 million cap hit. For a San Francisco, that'd be a manageable add, especially if Tennessee is willing to eat a little salary to get a draft pick back. More on why a move like this makes sense if the Niners were to go after a bigger name like Trey Hendrickson or Kayvon Thibodeau, they would have to part with premium picks. Key is the more practical move. He's familiar, affordable, and good enough to help the 49ers in their time of need. The Titans would also likely listen. At 0-3, with rookie quarterback Cam Ward still figuring things out, Tennessee could pivot toward trading veterans on expiring deals. Key's not a long-term building block, but the Niners don't need him to be. They just need an edge who can help fill their current void. We'll see which direction they go.